6 key areas to connect with a woman. If your goal is to attract women, there are 6 areas of the body you should know very well. Welcome to the Club de la Tercera Edad channel, a place designed to help you become a modern, confident man with the ability to win a woman's heart, regardless of age. Have you ever wondered why some men manage to attract a woman just by the way they touch her? Physical touch has a powerful impact on emotions and connection. That's why, in today's video, we're going to talk about exactly that. The 6 areas where many women love to be touched. Many men don't sufficiently appreciate the effect that physical touch can have on a woman. It's not simply about making gestures or trying to impress her, but about generating a genuine connection that makes her feel comfortable and sparks her interest. However, be careful. Touching for the sake of touching is useless. A well-applied touch can be very powerful. But if you do it improperly, it could ruin your chances completely. If you really want to win a woman over, you'll need more than just words. Knowing when and how to touch her can make all the difference. And make her think about you for days on end. This is one of the most common mistakes many men make. They don't understand the value of body language, or worse, they use inappropriate touches that turn women off. That's why, in this video, I'm going to reveal the 6 touch points that are often women's favorites. If you learn to touch them gently and confidently, she will feel closer to you. On the shoulder. A woman's shoulder is an area that often goes unnoticed by many men, but the truth is that it's a particularly receptive part of the body and carries a lot of meaning. A gentle touch in this area isn't just simple physical contact. It reduces the emotional distance and generates a subtle but intense connection from the first moment. Unlike holding her hand or touching her arm, your shoulder is closer to her face, which allows for a more intense sense of closeness without being intrusive. Imagine this scene. You're chatting, the conversation is flowing naturally, and in the middle of a joke, you gently place your hand on her shoulder. This small gesture can express interest, affection, and trust. It's also an excellent way to gauge how comfortable she feels with your presence. If she doesn't move away or show any signs of discomfort, it's a clear sign that she's receptive to your closeness. Furthermore, the shoulder conveys a sense of protection and security. A controlled, firm, yet gentle touch can make her feel safe around you, which is essential for achieving a deeper connection. Many men think they need to be overt or exaggerated to show interest, but in reality, the simplest and most authentic gestures are often the most effective. If you connect with that first touch, she'll begin to relax and feel more comfortable, which can lead to deeper physical closeness. Don't forget, the key is to act naturally and respect both her space and her rhythm. To the thighs. The thighs represent a highly sensitive area for many women. They are aware of the work and dedication they put into keeping their legs fit and attractive, so they will appreciate you acknowledging this part of their body with delicacy and consideration. But what's truly important is not just where you touch her, but how you do it. The touch should be gentle and intentional, never rough or out of place. In a more intimate context, delicately caressing her thighs can communicate something very profound. It's a subtle, almost artistic gesture, as if you were a painter carefully sliding his brush. Follow the contours of her legs with your fingers, slowly and unhurriedly. This type of caress not only strengthens the emotional bond, but also generates a sense of authentic closeness. The key is that it arises spontaneously and harmoniously, as part of the moment or the conversation you're having. Another key aspect to keep in mind is that the thighs are one of the most sensitive areas of the body, and if you know how to touch them at the right time and place, they can awaken very deep emotions. Even so, it's essential to maintain balance. The purpose is not only to generate desire, but also to build anticipation, always respecting her timing and boundaries. The more careful and attentive you are when touching her, the more she'll feel that you understand her emotions and reactions. That sensitivity to the details, that precise touch, will make her feel valued and respected. A subtle touch on her thighs isn't just a compliment. It's a way to connect with her emotionally and show her that you appreciate her completely. And I assure you, that's what truly wins a woman over. It's not the physical gesture itself, but the unique emotion you make her feel. 3. The earlobes. It's not often talked about, but the earlobes are one of the most sensitive areas of the body. Many women enjoy receiving caresses in this area, even if they don't say so explicitly. If you want to make a lasting impression and make her think of you again and again, paying attention to these small gestures can make a big difference. This part of the body is full of nerve endings that respond intensely to even the slightest touch. A gentle brush with your fingertips can trigger an unexpectedly pleasurable sensation. That's why the ears are considered one of the most stimulating erogenous zones for many women. As with any intimate interaction, gentleness is key. Start slowly, without pressure or forcing the situation. You can lightly stroke her ear with your fingertips, or, if the moment allows, leaning close to the lobe and whisper something in her ear. That action can also have a powerful effect. The key is to create a sense of intrigue and anticipation, avoiding any gesture that seems too obvious or invasive. The simple act of touching her ear can awaken a deep intimacy and establish an emotional bond that goes beyond mere physical contact. It's a discreet but powerful way to make her feel unique, desired, and appreciated. Even a few words in her ear, spoken at the right moment, can leave an indelible mark. If you apply this gesture with subtlety and empathy, you can leave a deep impression on her memory, showing yourself as someone who understands and respects women's feelings with true tact. And that's precisely what sets you apart from the rest. It's not just about the touch itself, but what is conveyed in that moment. When you show her that you know how to identify and value those sensitive areas of her body, you create a unique connection that can make you unforgettable for her. For caressing her hair. Gently running your hand through her hair is much more than physical contact. It's a way to reach straight to her heart. Gently touching her hair conveys affection, care, and attention, and awakens a feeling of protection and tranquility when she's around you. This gesture, although seemingly simple, not only brings her well-being, but also makes her feel loved and valued. And that's exactly what many women look for in a relationship. A partner who makes them feel confident, cared for, and acknowledged. If she perceives that you treat her with care and consideration, the emotional bond between you will strengthen, and her interest in you will grow even more. Although it's often overlooked, the scalp is a very receptive area. If you run your hand slowly over her head and gently massage it, you can create an almost instant connection. This type of caress, when performed correctly, awakens pleasurable sensations, fosters closeness, and conveys a deep sense of calm and comfort. With this type of gesture, you're showing her that you notice details that most people tend to overlook, and this communicates genuine interest and sincere respect. When a woman perceives this level of care, she tends to approach spontaneously, creating a much deeper emotional and physical bond. Ultimately, feeling safe and loved is what truly generates attraction in a woman and strengthens any type of connection. 5. Touching the back. The back, and particularly its upper back, is one of the most effective areas for generating connection through touch. When a man places his hand on that area, it immediately creates a feeling of closeness and protection. While many women are drawn to caresses on the lower back, a more intimate region, the upper back also holds a special appeal, especially when you want to convey affection, calm, and emotional support. The interesting thing is that, even if you're not the one who initiates the contact, she's often the one who seeks out that kind of caress. This happens because touching her back generates a feeling of trust, affection, and closeness. Fundamental factors in any bond, whether temporary or more serious. If you want to make this moment even more special, gently caress her back using your fingertips. You can start at the top and work your way down slowly, approaching her buttocks, without going over that limit. This type of touch not only provides physical comfort but also creates a deep emotional connection, awakens desire, and demonstrates genuine and respectful interest. This type of contact won't go unnoticed by her because it transcends the physical. It reflects your care, your attention, and your intention to connect on a deeper emotional level. Caressing her back can turn an ordinary moment into something truly special. It can even activate her more sensual side and make her feel completely comfortable around you. 6. Foot massage. A foot massage, when done with intention, can be much more than a friendly gesture. It has the potential to transform a superficial interaction into a truly intimate connection. Although often minimized, this type of touch has great seductive power. If you've never tried it, this is the perfect time to start. Many women love being pampered this way, and when you take the time to focus on her feet, you position yourself as a thoughtful and distinctive man. This, without a doubt, makes you unforgettable to her. The feet are one of the most traditional erogenous zones of the female body, and offering a massage can be an excellent way to start an intimate evening, creating a warm, relaxed, and intimacy-filled atmosphere. Good contact not only provides relaxation and physical pleasure, but also activates her senses and conveys that she is valued. It's an excellent opportunity to show her that you know how to care for her, respect her, and establish a deep connection. From her feet to the deepest part of her emotions. Both the top and the sole of the foot are highly sensitive, although the arch, in particular, concentrates a large number of nerve endings. When massaging this area, the movement should be safe and comforting, avoiding tickling, as this could break the atmosphere of the moment. Use your fingers to glide gently and slowly, applying comfortable pressure, neither too intense nor too light. If you do it correctly, you'll notice subtle reactions in her body, such as shivers in her arms or legs. These signals indicate that your touch is leaving a deep impression. The more deliberate and conscious your movement, the more powerful the effect. A seemingly simple gesture can become a deeply sensual and pleasurable action. Once you master this way of touching, you'll be able to go beyond the physical, generating a genuine emotional connection. You can make her feel deeply touched, on all levels. And I assure you, that level of care and sensitivity is often enough to win her heart. Up to this point, we've reviewed the 6 touch areas that generate the most pleasure in a woman. The shoulder, the thighs, the earlobes, the hair, the back, and the feet. But before applying everything you've learned, I want to share some key points that are essential for you to keep in mind. 1. Not all women are the same. These 6 areas are a great start, but the most important thing lies in your ability to observe and pay attention. A man who knows how to connect understands when, how, and in what context physical contact is appropriate. And, above all, he recognizes that he should only do it when she truly feels comfortable. Never force a situation or rush into the moment. If you do, you'll break the magic and authenticity of the connection. 2. It's not about controlling or deceiving. The real purpose of all this isn't to play with emotions, but to establish an authentic and deep connection. Women easily perceive the true intentions behind your gestures, so it's essential that you always act with honesty, respect, and kindness. A well-made contact can leave a much more significant impression than any forced or exaggerated behavior. 3. Everything must be in balance. For these gestures to really work, they must align with your overall body language. The way you look and the tone you use when speaking are key factors. A sincere and warm gaze, combined with a calm and confident voice, can make your presence much more attractive and captivating. Never underestimate the power of nonverbal communication. Therein lies much of the secret to becoming a truly magnetic man. In closing, I'd love to hear your opinion on the advice we shared in this video. Have you ever applied any of these tips? What results did you have? Do you have any personal tricks for flirting that we haven't mentioned? Share them in the comments. If you found this content interesting or useful, don't hesitate to like it and share it with your friends. And most importantly, remember to subscribe to the Life After 60 channel. Here you'll always find clear and effective tips to help men of all ages feel more confident, attentive, and attractive. See you again in the next video.